What's up guys, Houndish here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get to the Worldline 0 exotic sword inside of the Warmind expansion in Destiny 2. So this is actually a reward for collecting the data fragments on Mars. There is also an additional reward that you get if you collect all of the fragments on Mars. I'll talk about that in a moment. So of course, when you take a look at the Mars map right here, you can see that there are data fragments to recover. And these are the different nodes that you have to shoot around Mars. They are kind of elemental, so you'll have to shoot them with kinetic damage or energy damage of different variants. And you'll actually need to collect 35 of these in order to get the sword. And so hopefully I'll be able to do a full guide on the location for all of these fragments. But for now, it's relatively easy to get 35. You will have to patrol a lot on Mars, obviously complete the story and be pretty vigilant. But quite a lot of people have managed to start getting up to 35 of these shards. And basically, once you have 35 of these collected on the Mars map, you'll have to come to the Braytech Futurescape area, which is at the top of the Mars map. And on the left hand side there is a lost sector, so you go through the doors right here, you head all the way down into the lost sector, and then round the corner here on the left you'll see this kind of terminal, and here you can open the cache and this will actually grant you the Worldline 0 sword. So we'll talk about the perks for the sword in just a moment, but firstly I've got to say a big thanks to my friend Chaotix and his pal Legitimate TB. These guys were some of the first folks to actually get the sword, but on top of this they have actually collected all 45 fragments on Mars already, which is pretty crazy, so big props to them for that. I will leave the links to their Twitch and YouTube channels below, but in terms of the rewards you get for collecting all 45 fragments, you'll get the Hella Space and emblem right here. Pretty cool emblem with the icon from the data fragments. And you also get this Sparrow, the G335 and Cirrus Overdrive, which is pretty unique looking right here. And this also comes with Transmat Preloader, so it can be instantly summoned. So that is actually the reward you will get if you get all of the fragments on Mars. On top of this, of course, there are other quests which are ongoing right now, but you'll need 35 of the fragments for the sword. In terms of the perks on the sword, it comes with Tesseract. Press RT after sprinting for a short period to perform a Tesseract. It also has Tempered Edge for increased sword damage and ammo. We've got Infinite Guard for Sword Guard, has high efficiency and balanced defense. Assassin's Blade, sword kills boost movement speed and damage. It also has Tireless Blade. And with this, powered sword kills will grant sword ammo back, so you can actually get ammo back with this sword. But obviously one of the unique features is Tesseract, where you can actually basically kind of blink into battle. And you can use this to travel, distances up to enemies. It will use a couple of rounds of your heavy ammo, but it's certainly pretty fun to do. Obviously, haven't tried this thing out too much, but I can imagine in the Crucible it could be a bit trolly. Seems overall like it's going to be a decent weapon. And of course, it's awesome to finally get an exotic sword inside of Destiny 2. So that is going to summarize this quick breakdown, guys. Once again, thanks to Chaotix for letting me jump on his account to preview the items you get when you collect all 45 fragments. Congrats to both of those guys for doing it so quickly, pretty crazy. But just bear in mind those 35 fragments you will need to get the sword, and then you'll head to that lost sector in the north of the Mars map to actually be able to collect the sword, which is a pretty interesting use of the lost sectors themselves. But anyway guys, let me know your thoughts on this sword down below. If you have found the video useful, a like is very much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe to see a lot more D2 content. But for now, have an awesome day.